In this video, we're going to explore some of the options that you have available once you have created a Symbaloo account and started your first or second or third or 19th mix. So we're going to take a look here at the button at the top that says Options. When I click on it, I get the pop-out menu from the side, and there's a few things I can do, pretty simple things. I can rename the web mix, that's pretty basic. I can change the wallpaper. Now the default wallpaper for this particular mix is this black background. So when I click on change your wallpaper, I get a few choices here and you can take a look at them. Now this one is beautiful, but it's pretty busy. So you have to kind of think about the type of background you want if you want to change it at all. They do have some options that are pretty easy to see. Or you could actually upload your own image. Again, you're going to want to think about the quality of the image, how busy is it, those kinds of things. So I'm just going to select this wood paneling because it seems pretty easy to see. The next thing I can do is change the web mix icon. When I do that, you'll notice I get color choices and icon choices. And all this is going to do is change this little icon and the color of the icon at the tab at the top, and it's really going to help me keep track of which web mix is what. And it's not something that I typically do, but it's something you might want to play with. The next option is to change the web mix size, and this is actually kind of cool. You can obviously tell from this particular web mix that I don't have very many tiles. Let's just say I wanted to create a web mix that only had a handful, maybe 10 or 12 tiles at all, and it looks kind of bare like this. I could actually change the web mix size by clicking on this option, turning it green, and then you'll see that you get these little tools on the side. Now from here, I can click this Indention Tool, I guess there's probably a name for it, but I'm going to click on it, and that actually took one column off of my web mix. When I do it again, it takes another column off of my web mix, and I keep going like this, and you'll notice it's coming in from the left side as well. And as far as I have to have one column on each side, so this is as far as I can go. So if I click on it again, I'm going to get those flashing red lights saying, nope, that's as far as you can go. Now you'll notice here I could use this tool at the bottom, but I get those flashing red lights. It means there's something wrong. Well, I can't narrow down the top and the bottom rows here because I have tools there. So I'm just going to move these down, click on that tool, and it allows me to reduce the size of my mix. Now this is as far as you can go, so you can see you could have a much smaller mix. It might not be quite as overwhelming for kids if it was something you were going to share out with them. Another option you have is to make your web mix see-through. So I'm going to expand this back out just a little bit more so it would be more typical of what you're used to seeing. And remember, we talked about those backgrounds. So this one is fairly easy to use. It's not real distracting. But currently, the web mix is see-through, meaning I can see through to that background. If I didn't want that turned on, it kind of puts just a lighter filmy background on it so that maybe a busier wallpaper wouldn't be quite as distracting. So those are some things you can do in your options area.